Welcome to How the Races Won, the triathlon edition. Today we're at the Challenge GRAN CANARIA for Women 2017.
Like and subscribe for more.
While the race headlines were on the whole surrounding the debut of Alistair Brownlee in the pro men's race, in truth, the pro women's field was arguably the strongest in depth. That said, just like the men's race, the towering presence of twice Ironman world champion Daniela Raef meant that most would consider that everybody else would be racing for second place, such as her dominance. And that's exactly how it looked initially. If you're forced to make one bet ahead of this race, it would have been this: that Great Britain's Lucy Charles would lead in the swim, as she duly did in a time of 26 minutes and 36 seconds, with Raef and Catherine Jameson of Great Britain locked together throughout the 1.9 kilometre, exiting the water a minute and 12 seconds behind the leader. For the strong British entry, Emma Pallant was 5th in 31.01, and Corinne Abraham was 9th in 33.17, with Lucy Gossage in 10th place at 34.11. The two-time European Powerman duathlon champion would certainly have some work to do now that she was up on dry land, with a deficit of over 7.5 minutes to the fish-like Charles, who certainly would be more than she would have been hoping for or expecting. But once onto two wheels, as expected, Raef closed the gap to Charles by the 20 kilometre mark, and by 40 kilometres she was alone and clear in front by over 2.5 minutes. Charles has been working hard on her biking over the past 12 months and was still holding on to second, a minute clear of Catherine Jameson. It would be another 3 minutes before the World Duathlon champion Emma Pallant was coming through in 4th place. Gossage had moved up to 6th by this stage, while she was now 10 minutes behind Raef. She was making up some time on almost everybody else that was in front of her. Raef continued her domination to roll through the 60 kilometre point with a 4-minute lead over Charles, who in turn was now 1 minute 45 clear of the fellow Brit Jameson. Pallant was still looking good for a podium spot, given her running ability. 4 minutes behind Charles, but Gossage appeared to be losing time now. She surely needed the run form that saw her set a half-marathon personal best early in the season. Late on the bike, something went seriously pear-shaped for Daniela Raef. From a large and increasing lead of around 5 minutes, at T2 the gap had suddenly plummeted to a little over a minute to Lucy Charles. What actually happened was that Daniela Raef came into T2 a lap too early on the bike, and by the time she was pointed out the error of her way, she'd already racked her bike and made her way around to the change tent to be able to change into her running gear for the run. She then had to make her way all the way back to her bike, pick it up, head back out into the bike course to start her final lap, and by that stage she'd lost essentially all of her 5-minute lead that she'd built up over the course of 90 kilometers. But that aside, Raef was still first into T2, with Charles second at around a minute, with Catherine Jameson and Emma Pallant pretty much together starting the run at about 3 minutes behind the British swim star. You certainly expect Pallant to win the battle on the run with Jameson, but with the lead to the Ironman world champion now suddenly reduced, could she push on and catch one or both of Lucy Charles and Daniela Raef? Whatever happened to Raef's dominance over the first half of the race, it appeared to be impacting on her run. Lucy Charles was not giving an inch, and by 12 kilometres she had actually closed the gap on the Angry Bird to just 4 seconds, and with the threat looming large behind her as Emma Pallant was burning up the tarmac, and by 15 kilometres was less than a minute in arrears. With 3 minutes to go, the British pair were both in front of Raef and separated by just 8 seconds. But make no mistake, this is where the real action was taking place today. Pallant arrived in triathlon with a proving running background and a European under-23 cross-country championship. Lucy Charles was and is an uber swimmer, but to use that phrase before on these pages, but she's certainly no one-trick pony, and she's not going to roll over and let Palant take the win without a fight. And that fight proved to go to the very, very end when Palant managed to take the win by just 6 seconds over Lucy Charles with great racing. Daniela Rafe eventually crossed in third place, 3 minutes behind the leading two. That brings me to the end of my report on the women's race at the Challenge GRAN CANARIA 2017. Be sure to like and share this video. Post any comments, questions, criticisms that you may have in the comment section down below. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, and last but by no means least, until the two of us meet again, stay carved up for the win. I'll see you next time. Cheers.
CoachEdu.net